Well, hey there guys, welcome back. Look at what I bring you guys today. I bring you guys the 2015 Nissan Altima. So, if you guys look at the car, it looks a lot different than what it did the last time you guys saw it. So basically, moving on, you can see that we pretty much got everything bolted back up. Pretty much the reason why we bolted everything up is so that way we can mock everything up and make sure that everything fits properly. We do have an aftermarket fender here. We had to do a little tweaking on the fender to make it fit. You know, it's a Certipit fender. That fender from Certipit was $29 with sales tax. Can you believe that? Brand new fender, 29 bucks. You can't go wrong with that. Overall, it lines up pretty good. I mean, you can obviously see, you know, all the bolt holes line up. You can see that mounting tab lines up with that. Everything here lines up those little bridges, I refer to them as. So, a lot of you guys previously saw this car. Obviously, the majority of the damage here to this car was in this pocket here. You know, went ahead and removed the wiring harness. Obviously, we're going to have to replace the fuse boxes in the relay box. And obviously, those sit up here in the corner, okay? Not too sure what the guy hit with this car, you know, but obviously based on the damage that it had here, it was totaled out. So, looking at what we did, okay? So basically what we did is we obviously had to cut this pocket out here, okay? So what we did is we obviously cut the pocket out, drilled the spot welds out, and re-welded a new pocket, welded that new section in. You can obviously see here where the repairs were made. Get a little light in there, but everything looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect by any and all means, but you know, overall it's a pretty damn good job if you ask me. I mean, it's a lot better than what a lot of body shops would be putting out, you know. So you can see all the seam sealer there in the corner. Everything meets up with each other. And down the bottom here, sorry about the lighting here, guys. I do apologize really about that. But obviously you can see here, right where we obviously welded this all in right here, right in here. Obviously we welded it back there. And you can see everywhere that we welded, we obviously used some seam sealer, okay? And what that does is obviously it seals the repair, okay? And so what we did is we just went ahead and hit it with some gray spray paint that I have lying in my cart back there. But overall, I think it turned out pretty good. What do you guys think? So, moving on with the car, obviously you can see the damage section that came out of the car right here. You know, really not much to that, really, to be honest with you. But obviously, it does provide some, you know, rigidity to the, you know, the structure of the vehicle here in the corner. But overall, I think it looks good. The next order of business that we have to do is obviously we're going to have to come in. We're going to have to get in here with our new engine harness, our new fuse box and everything, and we're going to have to start repairing all this wires that were damaged during the accident. So basically, you know, the next video series here, I'll show you guys what we're doing. You know, obviously, it's kind of a pain. You know, the wiring harness in this engine is really not the friendliest harness to fish in and fish out, especially around the back of the intake there, right where that knock sensor sits on the back side of the motor. Really don't want to have to pull the intake out to really do it. But if I have to do it that way, we'll do it that way. But you can see everything else lines up real nice. The only other thing that I'm going to have to get for this car is we're going to have to get a condenser for it. But overall, I think the car turned out pretty good. The only other thing I need is a hood and a front bumper cover. Got the grill, got the other headlight, got all the other pieces that we need. And pretty much, once we get the hood and the bumper cover, you know, this car pretty much goes back together. It'll go back together very quickly. The main order business, like I said, is just wiring harness situated. Once we get that situated, then we can move on to buttoning up the front end of this vehicle. So, but overall, I think it turned out pretty good. I know you guys, some of you guys probably cringe about using aftermarket parts, but I'm going to be honest with you, they're a lot cheaper than going to the junkyard and getting a fender. And obviously, where I got that frame cut, all the fenders were gone. Being that this is a newer car, I mean, newer car. Obviously, it's going to be a little harder to find good sheet metal on it, especially if it's wrecked in the front end. So, I mean, obviously you can see door's got a little damage right here in the corner. I mean, is it going to be really anything that I'm going to really worry about? Probably not. Right up here you can see that, but you can see the gap is a little wide, in the lower part of the door there, but it's all right. Okay, so that's where we're going to leave it. We're not going to screw around with it anymore, but I think overall, it'll turn out to be a decent car. So I'm going to leave it at that. I really appreciate you guys joining me here today. If you guys like these type of videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. See ya.